Oh, hey, that worked really well. I mean, with all the Zoom changes, I was pretty much assured that I was going to end up needing to reroute the recording of this podcast to some other place, or I don't even really know. But anyway, the great thing about this podcasting is that Geeks Assemble is just really fun, and we get to talk about really cool things like this four four disc box set of Torchwood, talking all about Captain John and Captain Jack, of course. Captain Jack is back. And even with all the problems with him exposing himself, he was exposing himself to adults, and he was also sort of run over by another one of those Doctor Who companions that was with him on the first couple of seasons or series. So I mean, this is kind of good. It's called the Lives of Captain John, or the Sins of Captain John, and it's all about Captain John Hart, and whether or not that's his name or who knows what. He it's the same deal as Captain Jack. There's still like that whole thing with like them not being real people. But anyway, I just think that's hilarious. But they are fictitious characters anyway, so that's fun too. And let's discuss this. I mean, we've got four different box sets, all written by the same person, I think. And so it was it's like there are four different kinds of stories told, and yet when they were told this way, they all had linkies, but the linkies were good, and they didn't change the sensation of things to be done with this thing. And I think that it was I think that they were directed all by a couple people too. I think there's only two directors on it.
No, Scott Hancock is the director, I think.
He did all four?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, all right. So there was one writer. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. What were you saying?
No, I'm just saying that I'm just looking on the back of on the box, and it just says Scott Hancock directed. So
yeah, and who wrote them?
David Llewellyn.
Yeah, okay. Isn't he the one who played Crichton on no. Llewellyn. Okay. Anyway, I tried to make links. I tried to Red Dwarf. I was having a Red Dwarf. Just a split second. I thought it was a link, but it wasn't. So never mind. Okay, so
geeky mind going in overload.
That's true. That's very true. And since and we I enjoyed this story a lot. What did you think, Lee?
Well, I want more Captain Hart stories.
Mm-hmm.
I really do, because basically he is a sort of a Captain Jack, but he is more. I mean, they always used to say that Captain Jack was a bit promiscuous and downright filthy, goes with anybody or anything. Captain John is even worse.
So, yeah, he's a pro at sleeping with robots, apparently.
But,
they don't even have to be carbon-based life forms. They can be silicon-based life forms or metallic life forms. Oh my gosh!
But Captain John Hart, played superbly by James Masters, who everybody, if you're a geek and you love cult TV and stuff everybody knows him as Spike from Buffy and Angel.
Yeah.
But he made this character his own when he appeared in the TV series of Torchwood.
Started with Kiss Bang Bang, didn't it?
Yeah, I think it was about 2 or 3 episodes he appeared in that. Oh, well over 9-10 years ago now. But and he reprised his role on a single story, and then they gave him a box set, which I think, four different stories with a linking theme, because you don't realise it's one real long story.
Yep.
Totally different themes in each story, and also it's a comedy box set. It's all comedy.
It is funny as fuck. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, it's so great.
And what they get away with is
I know, right? The
right,
stuff you
yeah.
can do on audio that you could never do on TV. Oh my gosh.
Especially what he did with the jailer. Some satisfaction for the jailer. But I thought, and the way he mimmed it on audio. Yeah, I'm sorry about that yet.
Oh my gosh, this is so great.
Also, as well, the theme of this box set is the armored gloves, which appeared in, was it the first episode of Torchwood?
Yeah, the first episode, and like the first episode was when they only had one of them.
Yeah, they only had one. I mean,
because Susie had, I think Susie had taken the other one. I can't remember why they only had one.
These stories are set before Torchwood happens on TV. So
that's a great one.
So yeah, so you've got those gloves what bring people back to life. And this is what Captain Hart's after. He's after these gloves because he's been given the job to find these gloves to deliver them to a high ranked family on another planet who wanted the gloves for a certain amount of money, and he was the man to do it. But yeah, great storytelling.
Nothing
and
could
also
go wrong with the gloves.
but also as well, I hate narration. But Captain John is sort of telling the story to the listeners, but it's not really narration because he's breaking the fourth wall on audio.
That's true.
So it's not narrating. He's turning around and
it's like when William Hartnell said, "And to all our listeners back home, Merry Christmas to you."
Yeah.
I didn't know I was in a Doctor Who story. Hell, we all were.
But so I can allow that because it suits this style of box set. I know on the some of the extras on the discs, some of when they're interviewing some people, I don't know if it was David Llewellyn or Scott Hancock said they've had this sort of idea for the box set, but he was sort of like the Deadpool character, breaking the fourth wall every time in comedic ways.
The Merc with the mouth. No kidding.
Yeah,
that's fantastic. That's true. That's where it lies. It's I was like, you're going Animaniacs, but no, what you're saying is true. It is, Deadpool.
Yeah, well, this is what they said on the extras. They wanted the feel of that.
Well, they nailed it. That's good.
They nailed it, yeah. But yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a good box. I haven't listened. I mean, this set's about 2 years old now.
Yeah, it's a few years old. Yeah.
And so we haven't had anything after this. So, and it was left on a cliffhanger.
It was totally a cliffhanger. I was like, what? They can't just leave it. I had to go back and listen and see if I missed something that would further explain why it landed that way. Bupkis. So
hopefully, maybe because there's nothing on the roster for it to be a new one this year. So maybe next year we'll get another box set. Hopefully, maybe James Masters is a bit busy, but
yeah.
And what a great English accent that he always does.
Yeah, I mean he here. Hang on, he really is a great. I just need to reconnect this to this.
There you go.
That's better. Okay. So the the really, I'm sorry, are you through with your opening statements?
Yeah, carry on.
All right. Well, these four stories were laid out in such a way that you were connected to you became connected to Captain John first before Captain Jack made it back into the stories. You've got the first one is a zombie story. And the second one is a prison break, like the prison break thing. And it's in a wooden prison, which is hilarious because, some stuff doesn't work on wood anyway. And then they go to a beautiful little a little neighborhood, a little estate, as it were, like in row houses or something. I don't know, like a Bath. It's like Bath, England. Everything is surrounded by this paradise feel. And so they go there and they find that these people have not engaged in sex, and so they've got to be taught how to have sex. And sex became the whole reason, and then it became more than just a little sexy. It was super orgiastic.
There goes the neighborhood.
There goes the neighborhood. The whole neighborhood got involved. And so yeah. And in that sense, we find out that Captain John was really good at having sex with robots, and that he was willing to teach sex to anybody. And that's really the funny thing about all of this. Is that these two are Lotharios. They are total libertines. They are just the best at being the naughtiest. I mean, it was so great. Oh, it was so funny. And there it is, Lee, that's really what I got out of this, is that it's just, you can never, with these two characters, you can never tell what they're going to do, but that at some point sex is going to come into it.
Well, yeah, I mean, the third story, Peach Blossom Heights, was the only story where Captain Jack appears in the full story with Captain John.
Right.
In the others, he's just like a little cameo here and a little cameo at the end there.
Yeah, it was a cameo at the end of the first, and then into the second one there was one little spot, and then this one he was right the way through. Right where you are.
And then a little cameo at the end of the final story, which the final story was like a culmination of all three stories leading up to where the box set was going to finish. Yep,
that's true. And so the third story was it was like a wake and a funeral and stuff, and the guy didn't leave any instructions, and this was all about trying to raise this old rich geezer from the dead, and make him
to say his last will and testament on camera so they could get his money.
Yeah. And to know where his affections really lie. This is a story where nobody trusts anybody else in it, and so there's a lot of that, and that was good. It was really, really well done, and so
more sex.
What's that?
And more sex.
And more sex. Yeah. Oh gosh, that's what it was. That was like necromancy. It was like fucking a corpse. That's what it was. Oh my gosh. Hello. That's amazing. And yeah, so enjoyable. It was really it was a good thing to respond to. And I would recommend getting this box set for anybody who needs a bit of naughtiness and humor in their day. It's just so great. It's so
it was
so
like, to me it was like a carry-on movie. You know,
oh good connection. That's a good link. There you go.
it's you just with all the innuendos and the breaking the fourth wall with the, you know, like you could actually see Captain John raising an eyebrow as he turned to you and said something smutty or
Yep, exactly. So so other than the breaking of the fourth wall, what were your favorite bits?
well, the first story, let's get the titles of everything. The first story, The Restored, that was sort of the restoration piece where
That was a zombie story.
yeah, where King in the era of King Charles II, everything was
No, wait a
all
minute. When was that? When was King Charles II?
oh 17 something.
Okay, thanks.
Yes, but yeah, there was all the bodies were rising from the crypts. You know, the Oliver Cromwell reappeared, stuff, all like zombie like, and there was Captain John was there trying to find the gloves, of course.
Yeah.
And it was there was sex in this as well. Of course, we mentioned the jail a bit, but
Yeah, that was a little bit of S&M, BDSM.
yeah. But let's say the second story, Escape from Nebazz. That's where he goes. Well, he sort of gets into the prison on false pretenses, and he is there to find a prisoner who created the gloves.
Yeah, true.
So she could fix them so they would work. So that was the Escape from Nebazz. Texting this is again. And then you say you got Peach Blossom Heights. It was just one mass orgy, really.
Yep.
But that one as well, when you sit down and realise they've
They
sort of
say
killed.
those who can't do teach, but that was funny. That was so funny because they obviously can do it.
I mean, what made me laugh was the sort of scene. There was, as soon as they found out about sex, this couple from John and Jack, they were ringing around all the neighbourhood. Come round, come round. So we've just discovered this new thing called sex. We want to show you how it's done. Yeah, and then everybody was ringing around. They was having pool parties, having sex. But then you realise near the end of it, you know, the community or the planet or whatever is controlled by one sentient computer,
Right.
who take away couples when they become aware and happy, and they get killed.
Yep.
And then you start to realize Jack and John have really killed the whole community, because all this sex is it's gonna come to them making everybody happy, so they're gonna be going down that conveyor belt and sliced and
fed back to each other.
and that
Wait. So that's like the Green Death. No, that's like the Green Life. No, wait. Let's go back another way. That's like what's the other story? That's the other green. It's Soylent Green.
Yeah, and that was a take on it when he was trying to figure out the name of the movie. The guy who played God was in it. Oh, no, the guy who played Jesus. What, Robert Powell? No. But, yeah, that was funny. And then you say darker purposes was when he takes the gloves back to this this family who want the gloves for the last will and testament to be out in the open. A lot of family backstabbing.
Yep.
A lot of family backstabbing. I'll say sex again.
Yep.
and then you say Jack turns up at the end to just leave it on a cliffhanger.
Yep.
But all in all, I enjoyed. I haven't listened to this since it was released 2 years ago, so it was good to dust this one down and give it a listen. So, anyway, back to you.
All right. My favorite moments were, well, I've really spoken about most of them. I loved it when when Captain John and Captain Jack were like, they were when they first saw each other, it was like this person has been in my life for a really, really long time. And so, that was really fun. And it was really, really good to hear the spiels and the I love the soundscape of the sex. So let's just say that was really fun. And poor Alex, I was all like turned.
Well, one of the fun bit, I can't remember which story it was, but Captain John sort of turns to the audience and says about, this is where the sex happens. But because people complained about the last release where there was amounts of sex and that lot, and we can't really play the sex bits now. So you didn't really get this a full blown on sex bits, did you? It was.
Yeah.
But it was still damn funny.
Yeah, well, it was.
Especially when I can't remember which character, one of the female characters turns to Captain. They're in bed having sex, and she says, "Turn around, you better bite onto something." And you hear him go, "Oh."
Oh yeah, he said bite a pillow.
Bite a pillow, yeah, that was
it. Funny. Yes. So good. And yeah, the whole thing with the wooden space prison, that was amazing, that was.
And then it reconfigured into a wooden giant shark.
Until a giant shark, yeah. With sharp teeth, lots of sharp teeth. Yeah.
Great storytelling.
Yeah, yes, it's great. It's got lots of jeopardy because of what you find out at the end of each story is like that every single person in there was in jeopardy. Yeah, I mean there was it's straightforward storytelling. There wasn't a bunch of back and forth thing like in terms of timeline, but and causal. But I guess there was, except for the gloves, there was a little causality in that. So that's fun. I just think it's really fun. And
with Captain John as well, he doesn't think twice about zapping someone out of existence.
Right.
Not like Captain Jack. Captain John, he'd kill him as soon as look at him.
Yep, that's right. He is a little bit more ruthless.
Yeah.
Yeah, his name being Marsters is just an anagram for master. I bet you. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I really and when I was in what was it, Fan Expo Boston or Boston Comic Con, and he was speaking. I got a chance to ask him about doing more more Big Finish stuff, and he said yes. Well, I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed working with them, and so yeah, he's definitely fond of that, of doing it that way. You know, the lunch, he never mentioned the lunch, but you know, you could tell that he really, like, I brought him back to Captain John Hart, and so that was great. And there was a lot of people, a few people talking about that, more people talking about the whole Buffy verse. But anyway, I just really liked how you know, he said that he said that his English accent was pretty much dead on everything that he did in the course of the
when
as Captain John.
when he's talking in his normal voice, I can't get used to it. I'm so used to his Captain John being, you know, so English.
Yeah, I see that. I totally agree. But somebody was asking about the English accent, but I got to ask about him going back to Big Finish, and he said he's totally into that. So I'm just like, yeah, just write him another story, guys.
Well, yeah, might as well. As I say, that they're not using John Barrowman at the moment, so come on, give us some more Captain John.
Yeah, yes, that would be a good way to resolve the issue, or wait out, you know, the problems of that issue. So yeah. I think that they should, you know, I'm personally, I think that they should definitely focus in on trying to find a way to loop John Barrowman back in at some point, because I mean,
it's just a matter of time, isn't it, when people stop being silly.
Yeah. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much all to do with that. Do you have any other thoughts? Or
Yeah, but look at the cover, isn't it brilliant? You have got to say about this Big Finish. The art on the box sets are absolutely brilliant.
Yep, it is pretty beautiful.
No, I think pretty much said my piece on this one. Really enjoyable, funny, sexy, and ruthless.
Yeah.
All 4 stories.
So your final say and score then?
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to give it 10. I am. I'm going to give it 10 restoration gloves out of 10. Resurrection gloves, or whatever they're called.
Resurrection gloves.
Resurrection gloves.
And I think it was so fun, and it was so sexy, and it was so it's so great. They are a way more adult you know, formulation than the origin show. And they've covered things like cannibalism and zombieism now, and robot sex, a lot of robot sex. I mean, that was really so I'd say, you know, I'd give this 10, you know, robot rim jobs out of 10.
Oh, I say.
Oh, I say. Ooh, matron. Anyway, it was so great, and thanks, Lee, for having a listen and joining me today on Seats Assembled, Audio Heads. It's kind of our thing. We kind of like doing these audio adventures, and we're both adults, and anybody who joins us got to be an adult, because I really am saucy, and I do swear a lot, and so I I don't want to affect children, so come and come to our little party here, where we record Saturday at 7 p.m. UK time.
Or even Sunday.
Or oh wait, yeah, Sunday at 9 p.m. Oh my gosh, I just got really confused there for a second. Oh, what a dork.
You just went into a time warp.
Yeah, no kidding. And I will respond to people on Messenger if you want to ask to join us again, or to join us to begin with, or whatever. Get in touch with me, and all you got to do is be 18, have a camera and a microphone and some device to connect with Zoom, and that's it. And we really encourage you to join us in our social media. We've got a cool group. We've got a cool Instagram. It's Lee's, and we got a cool Twitter account. You know, we're just cool. We're too cool for school. And yeah, so subscribe, like on YouTube, hit the subscribe, and then hit the little bell notification, and you'll get a little notification of a bell, and you will be aware of what we're dropping. We drop two a week. It's so great. Oh my gosh, so much content, and we've been doing this for like 7 years, so we really like to do these. So do join us in this fun adventure, or just listen to us or watch us, because we're on a fun adventure as much as these lot of storytellers are on adventures. We are too, through these. We've got a lot of places. And this week, the thing there's really no theme except for the way that Denzel is in the Equalizer. It could be a little bit like Captain Jack's Harkness is in this one. She's
talking rubbish now, guys.
No, and no, except for the sex. I mean, they didn't get all sexy. So for both of us at Geeks Assembled, we just like to thank you and have a great time.
Bye.